Alright everybody, it's Chris and I'm back with another video in our JRPG tutorial series. This time around we're gonna be getting our enemy into the battle scene. So right now, if we look at our battle scene and we press play to run the current scene, we just got the player. So we're gonna have the enemy spawn, we're gonna give him some basic stats, and then that'll be it for this video. School's back in session, so I'm back to teaching. So these videos will be coming every other week. And so today is the 9th, so the next one will probably be around the 23rd of August. I'm going to try to keep it every couple of weeks. That way everything stays current and fresh. Apologize. For those of you following along with the Unity one, I'm going to try to get that going every couple of weeks also. Maybe it'll be an in-between. Worst case, then I'll have to split them up, and after this project is done, our tutorial series, then I'll finish up the Unity one. Alright, so let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is we need to create our enemy character scene. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and create a new scene. Make sure it's a 3D scene. Go ahead and press F2 to change that from node 3D and rename it to enemy character. Something like that. We're going to add a few things to it. We're going to add, let's see, what do we want to add? We're going to add a node. We're going to add a mesh instance is what we're going to add. Mesh instance. And then this, for right now, is we're just going to, under this mesh option in the inspector, we're going to choose new sphere mesh. And I'm going to take this mesh and I'm going to move it up on the transform. We'll just say 1 for right now. We're going to press Control S to save it. And we're going to save it in our scenes and our characters, and this will be enemy character. That's fine. Press save. We're going to add a script to it. Make sure that it saves to your scripts folder. We'll create a folder that says enemies. Press open and then create. Now, inside of this, what we're going to go ahead and do is type in the following. We're going to add a variable that's going to be the enemy name, and it's going to be of type string. And for now, we're going to just make that equal to slime, even though it's a sphere. At export, we're going to add another variable. It's going to be the max HP. It's going to be an integer type, and it's going to be equal to 10. Our variable current HP is going to be an integer as well. And then real quick here in the ready function, we're going to say current HP is equal to max HP. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our battle scene. We want our battle manager. We're going to adjust some of the coding in here. What we're going to do is we're going to add just a quick line so that we can drag and drop our enemy into the scene, into it. Later on, we might try to do some sort of definitions or random probability for the enemies. That way we can create a list of enemies and it'll randomly choose. I'm gonna have to mess with a few things and test that out before I say yes, I can do it or not. So our battle states is going to be an enum that we're creating, and it's going to be we're just laying down the framework so that in the next video we should be able to create the battle scene. I'll also have to remove the 10 second or 3 second return now that I'm talking out loud about it, because our battle right now still just automatically ends after a certain amount of time. So the default battle state is going to be start. Why is that messed up? That is messed up because I put that colon there for some reason. Alright, there we go. Alright, our ready function is going to stay the same. And then in our player scene, let's see what we're going to do. That's fine. Let's see, spawn point, get tree. Let's see. Alright, so I think here we're gonna go ahead and just delete that and just rewrite the rest. So let's go with variable scene root equals get tree dot current scene. And we're gonna add a variable. It's gonna be player spawn point equals scene root dot get node or null. And that is going to be equal to the player spawn point. Well, it's going to pass through the player spawn point, rather, not equal to. Alright, from there, what we're going to end up doing is, right there, and what we're gonna do is we want if not player spawn point, and we're gonna push an error so we know that it's an error. There's something going on. Otherwise, and some of this may be similar to what you had already, but it's better to just rewrite it because then you get used to the code and typing for it. You're right, I did not declare the player instance in the current scope. So let's go ahead and declare the player instance. Alright, so that'll fix up that error. I just skipped a little bit on my script that I have when I was testing this out. And actually this should be down here. This is the wrong, that's why I messed up here. Let's go ahead and copy this. We're going to say if not player instance, then that. And then this one should be there we go. Next, we're going to take the position of the player instance. And set that equal to this 1 point. Now, this right here is going to be the enemy spawn logic. We're going to have our check in there. No. If not, enemy spawn point. Now we're going to put our second else statement. Give it a small wait time before we apply the physics to it. Alright. Now, what do we need to? We need to change the state. So, this is gonna be our change state. we know that that's working, we're going to have it print a message for us. And for now, we're going to keep the timer. Let's save that, go into our dungeon and test that out real quick. Alright, so he's only starting up here just because I started from the dungeon instead of starting from the town. If you start from the town, then he'll be started in the right spot. If you don't know how to do that, go ahead and watch the last video that I posted before this, and you'll see how I fixed that. Oh, hold on. Something's not right. Where's our battle scene? Oh, it's looking for enemy spawn point, and I didn't type it in there. That should fix that. Line 33. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Might help if I added the enemy character to it. Now let's see. It's still throwing an error right there, but I knew that I needed to do that anyways. That should be time or not time. And now I think that was the issue, because there's no such thing as create time for the functions. And there we go. Alright, so now it's working in there. Let's go back to our dungeon, give that a quick test. I still gotta add those collisions to the walls. And there we go, folks. Alright, so in the next video we'll start getting more of the attack logic and the menu actions working, and until then, keep learning, keep building. I'll see you in the next one.